Hi and welcome back to the channel. This is Rideshare Buddy UK and my name's Kevin. And today is Sunday, 10 o'clock, just gone. And I've got the one booking today, so that's not till this afternoon. It's a 4:30 pickup in Tenby going to Bristol Airport. So my plan for today is I've got 45% charge at the moment, which is 123 miles. What I'm going to do is I'm going down BP, doing a top up to 80%. Then what I'll do is I'll switch on both Uber and Bolt with destinations into Cardiff. Once I get into Cardiff, I'm going to turn off UberX and just run Uber Comfort, Bolt and Bolt Comfort. And then I'm going to head off from Cardiff at about 1:30. That's going to give me 3 hours to get down to Tenby. Should do it in about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And that's going to give me an hour to have some lunch and charge up the car at Carmarthen Tesla. Do 90% charge at Carmarthen Tesla while I have my lunch. And that will be enough to get me down to Tenby, pick up at Tenby, out to Bristol Airport and then back to Newport. I may stop off on the way back at the Ionity at Mega to do a charge up ready for tomorrow. Nothing booked in for tomorrow. Let's see what my mileage is like at the moment. At the moment I've got 311 miles I've done this week. Today is going to be about 350, so that's going to take me up to about 670 miles, giving me about 300 odd miles for the rest of the week until next Friday. So I've got enough to do a Heathrow for Heathrow comes in. So pretty much this is going to be my last full day of the week on a Sunday, and I'll save those 300 miles for a good run. So that's it. That's what I got planned for today. Hopefully we'll make a bit of money on Uber and Bolt in Cardiff later, before we head off to Tenby. Tenby to Bristol Airport is about 150 miles. So you're looking at about 2.5 hours there, now back. What's that? 5, 6, 7. Should be finished by 8 o'clock tonight. So that's going to be a 10-hour day, but I should have well over £200, probably close under £250 by the end of the day. So financially, it's not too bad. So let's get off to BP, get topped up, and start today. Sunday. I don't know. It's Remembrance Sunday today, so there may be a bit of business going out. We'll see what happens. So here are the stats. 43% charge up, 116 miles on the clock. So let's just connect up to the BP and we'll see what we're going to do. Yeah, it's 12 degrees C and I've got a cold battery because I've only just started. And 40 minutes, 80%. I have to prepare for the winter months and I have to allow myself lots of extra time for charging. Compared to the summer, charge rates really do fall off a lot in the winter. Not just by about 10 or 15 minutes. It's almost double the rate, double the time to charge up to 80%. Right, there we go. 27-minute total charge time, so it saved about 13 minutes once the battery warmed up. So still a high thing for just 40% charge, but that's the way it is. 80%, 242 miles. So let's get logged on to both Uber and Bolt. Set destinations for Cardiff and work Cardiff until about 1 o'clock, 1:30, something like that. Time now is 11:15. Well, I've been able to set Bolt destination, but it's getting harder and harder to get that little search magnifying glass come up on Uber to set a destination, so I'm just having to manually vet the jobs that are coming and I'll just pick the ones taking me out to Cardiff. A few jobs have been coming in, not great pay, nowhere near Cardiff, so I've just declined them. But it should be a fairly busy day today because we've got Remembrance Sunday, and also you got the Wales versus Fiji rugby on this afternoon in Cardiff itself. So I'm glad I'm heading down to Tenby later. I wouldn't want to be caught up in all of the Cardiff traffic with the rugby. Right, just picked up my first Uber job. Not really going to Cardiff, but sort of heading in that direction. Picking up at the Potters, going out to St Bride's. I got my fishing rods in the car. I wonder what times the tide's in today. I might spend a bit of time out there fishing. Well, that was a lucky job I did. A couple of Chinese students coming out to Walnut Tree Farm. It's a public farm type of thing, for a day out. And just the two of them, nice couple. And I was chatting to them, and did mention the fact that I was an official tour guide for the area. And they've taken my card and they're going to book me for a couple of days. They said they'll get a couple of other friends together, so there's 4 of them, and they'll book me to sort of take them for a tour around various locations and various sites over the winter. So I said I'd do a special deal. I said £200 a day, which would include mileage, so that's £50 each. I'm not going to do a lot of miles. I'm just pattering them around, say, the Wye Valley or up to Big Pit and places like that for them to experience the local culture. So that will be really handy. It's unlikely I'm going to make £200 a day on Uber at the moment, the way things are. Certainly not within 8 hours. So I've got my card. Getting that white tourist guide badge is beginning to pay off. So let's hope we get 2 or 3 days out of them at £200 a day. Be really nice. So the thing is, I'm now stuck over. Oh, there's one. Well, that's going into Cardiff. We'll take that. £11 job. I'm about 3 miles away, but I'm in St Bride's, which is miles away from everywhere. So this will take me to Cardiff. I can then switch on. Uber Comfort, turn off Uber X, and try and earn a bit of money. Between now, it's 11 and about 1:15, which is when I'll head off to Carmarthen. So I've got a couple of hours or so to try and earn a bit of extra cash. But I'm up to, with this job and the last job, I'm over £20. So we're moving on. Now, the thing with Chinese students is we have a lot of Chinese students in Newport and Cardiff, is that they don't go out a lot to the pubs and the clubs. So you don't do a lot of night work from them, especially the ones in Newport. They tend to stay pretty much on campus or in the student village. But they do spend money on days out. They do like to go out and explore. So it's really useful if you can get a connection into the Chinese community, student community. You can really get some quite good runs out of them because they do like to go a fair distance, and they do like to explore British history, especially Welsh history, as I'm in Wales. So hopefully I might be able to build up a nice little trade there, getting people out and seeing the local environment. Well, quick break into that little session. I was going to work Cardiff, but Cardiff is at gridlock because of the rugby. So I want to get out of central Cardiff and head back somewhere where there's not quite so much traffic. And to be honest with you, because of the length of time it took me to do that job, I might just head down to Tenby a little bit early and spend an hour or so in a coffee shop on the beach area and enjoy a little bit of a break. We'll see what happens in the next half hour, but it's not looking promising because it's almost at gridlock. Plus, urgent update, I have to pull over and check the front of the car There was a slow deaf seagull, didn't see me coming, didn't get out of the way, and I splattered it. So I need to look at the front of the car and just check it out, because there's nothing that's quite as unappetising as a taxi pulling up, covered with blood and flesh on the front of the car. Not a good look. So I need to jump out, as soon as I get out of Cardiff Central, jump out and just check the car. I'm really thankful I've got this airport one on this afternoon, because I would not want to be stuck in Cardiff trying to earn a living later this afternoon once the rugby starts kicking out, because it's bad enough as it is with people going into the town. So it's 12:10. I've been out an hour and a half and I've done £19.60. Not good, and I'm not going anywhere because of the traffic. So need to get out of Cardiff, because that's just going to drive my hourly rates right down. I mean, Cardiff is in bright red surge, but if not moving anywhere, what's the point? You're not going to earn minimum wage even if you were getting surge pricing. So let's get out of Cardiff. I'll check the front of the car and then we'll head down to Tenby, and I'll forget about trying to earn anything extra, and then we'll see if we can pick anything up coming back from Bristol. But it's time to get out of Cardiff.
We try to find our ways in life to give our hearts and soul a peace of mind, but you just wanna drink your wine and grab the glass and let it go down. But I can't hold you any longer. I can cope 'cause you're a storm. I wake up feeling even smaller, even when the storm is over. Was it all in my head? Did we try to hard and lost it all instead? Was it all on me? Oh, you backed away so far I couldn't see how far you drifted away. Along the street, how far you drifted away, away from me. I held your hand when time was rough. I tried to keep your feet on the ground, but you just wanna drink your beer and grab the glass and let it go down. We're going down. Now I can't hold you any longer. I can't cope 'cause you're a storm. A storm, a storm. I wake up feeling even smaller, even when the storm is over. Was it all in my head? Did we try to hard and lost it all instead? Was it all on me? Oh, you back away so far I couldn't see. Was it all in my head? Did we try to hard and lost it all instead? Was it all on me? Oh, you back away so far I couldn't see how far you drifted away. Along the street, how far you drifted away, away from me.
Okay, so here we are at the Tesla station at Carmarthen in St Catherine's, 50% and 145. I'm going to charge it up to 90% and I'll be okay for today's trip and get me back home without a problem. Alright, so here we go. We're at 50%. We're going to go up to 90%, 23 minutes. And Carmarthen at the moment is charging 40p a kilowatt hour. So, I mean, off peak time, so not too bad a price at all. Let's take it up to 90%. Yeah, doing it in 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes. That's the difference between having a cold battery and a hot battery or warm battery, because I've been running for a couple of hours. So straight up there to 98 kilowatt charging. So I've got 20 minutes to eat my lunch. I then need to change the magnets on the car. At the moment I've got the bolt magnets on. I'll take those off and I'll put my own airport transfer ones on ready. So let's have some lunch. I've got tuna salad, honey and ginger for today. So let me eat this. I actually need to change these stickers. I've got a new design coming because I've got a Holla app logo on and QR code, and I don't use Holla anymore. I've come off Holla, so I need to do this change. I'm doing a redesign. I've got airport transfers, private hire, and I also want to put on official tourist guide as well, and I have my own QR code scan there for people to scan straight into the Rideshare Buddy UK website. Right, I've had my lunch. There's another 10 minutes until I hit 90%. It's 2 o'clock. I'm probably going to be in Tenby for about 3 o'clock. So about an hour and a half early. I was going to be about an hour early anyway because I wanted to have plenty of time for charge up. So I'm going to have a time to have a walk around the seafront, grab a coffee and a cake and just enjoy a bit of time off. I think I made the right decision because there was really no earnings in Cardiff because, well, there was work there, but because of the traffic I wasn't going to earn minimum wage, and on a Sunday I really do need at least £15 an hour after expenses. Look at what I did. After I charged, it was 11:15. When I dropped off the passengers, that second set of passengers, it was 12:15. So that's an hour and a half to earn £19. So that's about £12 an hour before expenses. So probably after expenses, you were looking at maybe £8 an hour, £7 an hour on a Sunday. Yeah, I don't work for that on a Sunday. Don't work for that any day. So taking that, you got to know when to call it quits. There's two things you can do in that situation. You can carry on running around like a desperado looking for the pennies, or you can say it's time to call it quits, cut my losses, and just enjoy the rest of the day. And that's what I tend to do. I tend to just cut my losses and log off. And I'm going to spend an hour in a cafe at Tenby, having a coffee and a cake, and then a walk along the beach before I start that long trip back to Bristol Airport. Now, I am designing a different set of magnetic plates for the car, which is going to have airport transfers, private hire and official tourist guide. And then I can have the part of the logo for the tourist guide is the official Welsh Government white badge. So that's going to look quite nice on the car. Hopefully we'll like it like it did this morning for those couple of Chinese. Hopefully we'll bring me some tourist guiding business. I'm going to set up some official tour guides, tour trips, and put it up on Get My Guide and TripAdvisor and things like that. I'll price it at about £400 a day because Get My Guide and various other agencies like that charge about 30% commission. So that will bring it down to about £250 for myself. And that's fine. And for people I pick up on the street, like these Chinese people, I do a cut price of £200 a day, provided the mileage isn't too great and they don't want me to work through the night. So for a general 8-10 hour day out, I'll charge them £200, £250, something like that, which is going to be okay. Okay, there we are. We're at 90%. It took 23 minutes, £12.61. I have to add on £3.20 to that for car parking fee, £3 car parking and 20p convenience fee for paying online. I'm taking the convenience fee is a way of getting around the ban on charging for credit card fees. So let's just call it a convenience fee instead. So that gives me 90% and 274 miles. So plenty to do the rest of today's in. So let's head off to Tenby.
Don't wait up, I let it go. Chasing a dark place we don't know. Chasing dreams, do it right. Make all the cuts, make a light stay bright. In the evening you'll be calling, and you know it's gonna be falling. Do you really feel the way you do? So we messed up, going for the kill of the memories, waiting for it to be raked up. Last day of the year is another thing, losing everything for love. I'll ask goodbye, just my luck. In boxes, the letters are getting stuck. Chasing dreams, do it right. Make all the cuts, make a light stay bright. In the evening you'll be calling, and you know it's gonna be falling. Do you really feel the way you do? So we messed up, going for the kill of the memories, waiting for it to be raked up. Last day of the year is another thing, losing everything for love. Here's another letting go, waiting for the ending road, losing everything for love. So we messed up, going for the kill of the memories, waiting for it to be raked up. Last day of the year is another thing, losing everything for messed up. Going for the kill of the memories, waiting for it to be raked up. Last day of the year is another thing, losing everything for love.
Okay, so it's 3 o'clock, just arrived in Tenby in the car park right by the beach or the seafront. Cost is £4 for 4 hours. I'm only going to be here just over an hour, but I'm going to pay anyway because I'll get a ticket if I don't. So that's not too bad though for £4. I'll head off. I'm going to have to start bringing my winter jackets out because it's getting a bit chilly now and I've only got this lightweight one on. But we'll find a cafe, camp down, grab a coffee, grab a cream cake and waste an hour before I have to go and pick up at just down the road here at a hotel. Now, I'm not going to do any filming on the way out to Bristol Airport. I'm going to have passengers in the car, so I'm not going to do any filming because we'll have to mess around and stuff like that. So next time let's just have a quick look at the stats. I've got 246 miles left in the battery, 82%. Plenty. When I drop off at Bristol Airport, I'll do an update on my mileage and my percentage, but there's going to be plenty to get back to Newport. Though I might, because I've got a warm car, I might stop off at Ionity and fill up for tomorrow, rather than going out tomorrow morning in a cold car and a cold battery and having a long charging session. But we'll see how many miles I've got left, because I've got 432, 150 miles out there. That'll take me up 580, about 50 miles back, 600, 630. It's going to be about 300 miles, just over 300 miles left. And I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, 4 days. 300 miles in 4 days is my allowance. Let's see what happens. Right, just a quick break before we head off to pick up. I'm at Salty's on the beach for a quick cup of coffee. It looks like a really nice restaurant. Might come back one day to check it out. So it's a 4:30 pickup, and I think it's from the Castle Hotel in Tenby back to Bristol Airport. You're looking probably about 2.5 hours out, and then it's about an hour back to Newport to get back home. So it should all be finished by 4:35, 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Not too bad. So it's 4:15. I'm about 2 minutes away, so just take a quick break until it's time to pick up. Charging wise in Tenby, doesn't look too bad. Mainly Dragon. I've had a look on the Octoverse, I think it is, Octopus Verse. Predominantly Dragon charging here, so 65p a kilowatt hour. Bit too much, which is why I stopped off at Carmarthen at 40p a kilowatt hour. It's a third the price, well, more than a third the price. And Carmarthen is on the way to Tenby anyway, so I did full charge there, 90%, no problem. Dragon has mainly 22 kilowatt chargers, some 50 kilowatt chargers, and also I think they've got 320 kilowatt chargers. So those aren't too bad for taxis, 120 kilowatts. You should be able to get a good charge up to about 80% in 30 minutes, 40 minutes max. The 50 kilowatt chargers at this time of year will take just over an hour to get up to 80%. So again, not too bad. Park up, go and have some lunch while it charges. 22 kilowatt hours, really, it's when you come down for the day for the beach. You can't get any decent charge at 22 kilowatt hour. So at 22 kilowatt. So I would say it's not too bad. 65p is the normal price for Dragon. Now watch my next video, which is going to be on about charging prices, to see that there are some variations now. Dragon is beginning to respond to competition, but at the moment in Tenby, 65p a kilowatt hour. Too pricey, really, but okay for emergencies. So 10 minutes to go. Let's head off, pick up my passenger, take it down to Bristol Airport, and then I'll give you an update. I have 82%, 245 miles in the battery. Okay, just dropped. It's 22:08, a little bit late because got held up with a lot of traffic with the kick out of the rugby at Cardiff. I've got 68 miles on the clock, should be enough to get me back to Mega. And the charge is 26%. I've used up about 20 miles extra on the trip because the lady was a little bit cold, so I had to put the heater on a bit higher than normal. So I run it at 22 degrees, fan speed of 4. Normally I'll run it at 20 degrees with a fan speed at auto, which is about 1 or 2. But that little bit of a boost on the heater has cost me about 20 miles, but not to worry, I've got enough to get back. Right, we're back at Ionity at Mega. So let's have a look at the stats. 14% left, 40 miles in the clock, 605 miles total so far this week. So that's not bad. We did a 90% charge at Carmarthen, and that goes from Carmarthen to Tenby, Tenby to the Holiday Inn at Bristol Airport, and back to Mega. So pretty straightforward. So let's get logged up or plugged in and see how quickly we can get charged. So there we go, got a nice warm battery, 23 minutes up to 80% from 15%, hitting 180 kilowatts. May go a little bit faster, but at the moment there's 5 cars on a 6 charger site. So we may be being throttled a little bit. But once it gets warmed up, we may be able to push out a little bit more. But I'm happy with that, 23 minutes. So that's it, 605 miles so far this week. By the time I get home, that's going to be 610, giving me 390 miles I have available on my allowance. So I might save some of that just in case one of my own personal Heathrows come up. Otherwise, I've got enough there to do a session or two on... I don't want to say Uber because it's just not paying. Uber isn't. Even their Comfort Now isn't really paying that great. I do like the new update where it gives a full address of pickup and full address of drop off. I do like that because it means I can advise various people I really don't want in a car. So it's a good thing. Up to 110. So we are moving up. But that's it for today. Not been great. I had hoped to do a little bit more work in Cardiff, but with the traffic, the gridlock with the rugby, it just wasn't going to happen. I'd have run around, maybe doing one, possibly one more, possibly 2 more jobs, and I wouldn't have reached minimum wage because I was just going nowhere with the traffic. So much better to cut it quick, go down, have a couple of hours off. So I started at 11. Was it 11 or was it 10? No, just after 10 I started. By the time this is charged up, it'll be 9 o'clock, 9:15 for home. So that's 11 hours, knock off a couple of hours of break time that I had. So 9 hours. And I did £215 in total today. So, okay, not too bad at all. It might have been better if the rugby hadn't been on and I could have got around, but that's it. So till next time, thanks for watching this ride along video. Take care and drive safe.